Left-Wing Kingz. Listen, think, act, repeat.
One of the most significant factors contributing to voter apathy is widespread disillusionment with both political parties. Many voters, especially independents and moderates, feel like neither party truly represents their interests. Walanda, what can the political parties do to motivate disillusioned Americans to get out there and vote?
Number one, focus on policy. People care about real life. So that's what? Healthcare, jobs, climate change, education, food prices. You know what I mean? Those are the real things that people want to focus on. So if they focus on policy instead of just going back with political conflict and lies and untruths, I think that would help with the disillusionment. Also promote inclusivity. A lot of marginalized people feel like their voice is not being heard. You know, you can't just focus on those marginalized people, but they need to have a voice as well. So everybody needs to have a say. And then biggest thing to me is restore trust. We have so much disinformation, so many lies, blatant lies that people believe. I think it's difficult for people to listen and understand and involve themselves in a process that they feel is heavily flawed because it's nothing but distrust and lies.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people say disillusional, especially when it comes to the political parties. You don't have to choose one.
No.
Like I'm an independent. You know what I'm saying? Some things I lean more right wing on. I like guns. I don't have any problem. I don't want the Second Amendment taken away either. You know what I'm saying? Some things I'm more left wing, probably a little more blue on it because I was raised in a Democratic household. So, and just, you know, my upbringing is more supported by like social programs and understanding the small man. I'm not really rooting for the big man, but understand the political aspect of the foundation, you know. And I think the delusion is you have another option. Well, or not voting. Well, I don't really get and understand that, but you don't have a real choice in the matter if you want to have a voice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're either going to go one way or the other. But you don't have to choose a team. You have to line yourself up with whatever policies of a politicians talking more towards things that are going to, you know, make your life better. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. Politics is what's going to make my life better.
Yeah.
What's going to affect me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And believe you me, the person you vote for does that. The people that you pick does matter. That's why voting's so important.
Yeah. I think that, like you said before, what's the why? Like, why are people disillusioned with political parties? And I think it is because it's not all about their constituents like they try to make you believe it is. Like, if politicians would stop, like, having lobbyists, like, take all the money out of the whole situation. Like, it should be illegal for any type of industry or whatever to give you money or contribute in any way, shape, or form to you. Like, everybody should have, like, if Americans can get, like, what was it, stimmy checks. If you can give out stimmy checks to Americans for free, then you should be able to put aside a pool of money for politicians to use for whatever they need to use their motherfucking money for. Their campaign, whatever. Everybody gets a pool of money. It's the same amount. Nobody can give you more money.
Yeah.
That's it. End of story. Now I might trust you a little bit more because I know you're not being influenced by money to make your decisions. Right? Now I know you probably care more about what I have to say because only thing that matters is my vote, whether I'm going to get you in there or not. Now, maybe I have people who really care about politics who are politicians rather than a bunch of lawyers and TV show people who become politicians because they know there's money there. They know they can make money in that space because now they have all these companies or whatever. So people are disillusioned because they're crooked. Motherfuckers is crooked. You got, what's his name? Santos. You got, who's the guy that just got in trouble, man?
Gold bar guy?
Yes.
I can't remember his name.
I'm
right
like, all these motherfuckers is doing fucked up shit. And they getting in trouble for it. You got Trump. All the shit he do, nobody trusts these motherfuckers. So they're disillusioned with political parties because political parties are crooked. And if they get cleaned up, and I don't know all the ways to clean them up, but if we can clean up the parties, maybe people would get out there and vote because now they feel like the political parties are really trying to move the needle. and do something. And I always say this, you know this, policies are policies because they're the same policies they've been forever. We got policies in place that people been worried about guns since I don't know how fucking long. Like abortion.
Education, yeah.
Since I don't know how fucking long.
Yeah.
What, we can't fix this shit?
Yes.
Policies are policies because they're easy to run on and talk about and have
Talking points.
Yeah, they're talking points. So
Well, and I think what a lot of people, and you hit the nail on the head with money, but money don't win your elections. Votes do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of and money influences it.
But influence-
there
why
you
they spend a
go.
lot
That's
of
what I'm
money.
about to say.
No, it
Influence
influences
away.
it. No, I'm not saying it doesn't. But what I mean by that is, and I'm getting back down to the brass tacks of voting. Like we're talking about people
Yeah.
voting. Your vote still counts.
Yeah.
That's why they spend all the money and do it. That's
still
why
counts.
they influence the politicians to get your vote.
Yeah.
That's why they spend the money on all the TV ads because they're
Right.
trying to influence your
Like
vote.
I said, all of that shit
You know what I'm
goes
saying?
back to money.
Exactly.
You need the money to do that. You need the money to do this. And yes, your vote counts. But to the point of like getting back to the root cause of why this person might not vote, and in this conversation
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
it's about their disillusion with the political party.
Yeah.
So if they don't care, they're like, these parties are bullshit. They might not care that their vote counts because they don't care about either party. So they don't care about either one. And at the end of the day, I'm not giving credence to them and saying that it's a good argument because it's a horrible fucking argument.
Yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying is we have to address the root cause. And if you think the political parties are crooked, we got to do something to fix that. And then these people will vote because their vote counts.
Yeah, but I think sometimes they get caught up with the money to understand if your vote wasn't important, they wouldn't be spending that damn money.
And that's a great point.
Yeah, and people wouldn't have to die for it.
But they
People die
spend the
for
money because they're going to end up getting more.
Oh yeah, no,
by being
definitely.
in office.
Right.
Yeah,
And you know, it's interesting because most workplaces, you know, even for my work, you know, in education, and like if you ran for a school board, you can't take certain gifts like
Right.
of over a certain amount. Even me myself, I have to report certain. If somebody tries to give me $1,000, what you give me $1,000? I'm taking your $1,000. What you give me money for? You know what I mean? Like we don't apply those same rules in the political
No.
arena, which is kind of strange to me. I was like, but we do that in our daily
Yeah.
lives, but
We
you
don't
don't
even-
apply the same rules in politics.
We won't even do it
Why
in
is
the
that?
judicial.
No.
We got Supreme Court. It's okay for these
Taking
motherfuckers to take
trips
trips
and-
and yacht and
Like, why?
private jets.
Yeah,
All
Clarence
kind of
Thomas
shit.
acted a damn fool. Did he?
But
just-
it's not against the law.
Yeah,
And why
he
is that?
just-
Because it's against the rules for me, but my same rules don't apply to rules that actually impact more people. And that's what I guess is so strange about the whole policy itself.
somebody paid off his mama's home. Like you
Yeah.
know, how
So aren't
fucking-
you disillusioned
Yes, I'm
with like
saying.
Like,
aren't
why?
you like disillusioned? Like I still vote, but I
Yes.
am disillusioned with,
Oh, yeah.
with political parties and
Right.
That's why I'm an independent.
judiciary
That's why I'm
and the
independent.
executive branch, all of that shit, because there's so much corruption
Behind
and
all of
there's
it.
yeah, there's so much bullshit. Yeah, but I'm not gonna let it stop me from voting. To your point,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
voice still matters.
And I
There's
know
still
that.
policies they're talking about that I care about. But damn, I mean, there are some people who are like, man, fuck this whole game. It's a big fucking game, and I don't agree with them, but I see what they see.
Yeah, I mean, well, Clarence Thomas is okay. Not only just being, just wrecking the judicial system, but also just being a horrible representative of black people. At a high position. Like he don't give a fuck about black people. That's just plain and
He
simple.
don't care about himself.
Yeah, I mean, but definitely,
Right.
And he took over Thurgood Marshall's position, like the
Which is
first
beautiful.
black,
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the money ugly part of politics, and he ain't even an elected official; he's an appointed official.
I think they should just take the. I don't like. I told you that before. I don't like Democrat, Republican. I think everybody should be independent. I don't think they should have a Democratic.
Well,
convention
everybody can
and
be independent.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we should just get rid of. Here's your political figure. This is the platform that they're running on. This is what they believe. This is what they're pushing for, and then you just vote. You don't have an R or a D or anything else behind your name. You run for what you run for, your own personal platform. And that would eliminate a lot of these things. But, again, there's money that's so involved, they'll never change the process. They'll never change it. Too much money involved.
and it's historical content too.
Right. Too much.
And that goes back to the. I don't be a history nerd, but that goes back to when they wanted the governor. Who's
Yes.
gonna be better, federal or
right. But they
states,
should just.
they came up with these political.
But you know what?
parties.
It's progressive times. Time to change. Time to change.
too much
Well-
money embedded.
Yeah,
with
I know.
damn
Yeah.
political parties.
So let's talk about the next reason. Reason number 2 is there's complex issues out there.